right, all right. Hey, welcome back to the Go for CEO channel, ladies and gentlemen. This is a special one. It is Black Friday, and we're doing a live stream with my boy. Look, I know this guy since I was 19 years old. Woo! That's crazy. I'm 47 years old, turning 48 in a few days here, December 5th. And, this guy's always surprising me, right? We're always talking about different ideas and things going on. He lives in the beautiful state of Nevada in Las Vegas. I was just out there in August, spent a week, and we're a poolside at Cosmo, and it's crazy because, if you take nearly 40 years of knowing someone or 30 something years, you see people change, right? So this guy used to wear Zubaz pants to the office and just be a crazy guy on the phone, just nonstop. We had these headsets that would go like this and go back and forth with talking to people. I remember having that beautiful marble inlaid office at 19 years old, man. Just a great times, and things have ebbed and flowed through the relationship, and had a chance to do some big things. But excited to bring the Go for CEO brand and the FanPool.Ai brand together for a special event, the Legends Live special event in the Super Bowl. If you guys know, it's going to be going on in Las Vegas this year, 2024 coming up, and pretty excited. So, Mr. Chris Champion, how are you, my friend?
Good, buddy. That was a good intro. I was going back to the days of run and gun. I actually thought you were going to pull out a story about us buying rolls of quarters and spending hours playing run and gun.
Isn't that amazing, right? That arcade video game was so addicting, and it's so funny because now I don't play any video games. In fact,
I'll be honest with you. I saw that arcade game, that particular one, at Sam's Club last Christmas for $450. And I was so close to buying it just because of the nostalgia of it.
Oh, no, it's something. I mean, it was such a cool game. And then when you start firing it up and you get in a zone, it's like being John.
Oh, remember when you hit 3 threes in a row and then the third shot was a big flaming ball?
Yeah. No,
he's on fire!
He's on fire, baby. So just great times, man. Great times. So, but look, a lot of things have, grown from there. I got 3 girls, and you're kicking ass doing all these things. You had a couple exits with, what's got Bamboo Wallet and some other things. And a lot of people don't know some of the background. So today's live, we're really going to be talking about something that's special that's coming up that we're going to be launching very, very soon. It's going to kind of be in conjunction with my book in March 2024. And this community that Chris has developed, he's a founder in FanPool.Ai. You should check him out. It could be something that could be a game changer in your business and in your personal life and in the brand that you're trying to build. So, but Chris, why don't you share with them just a little bit of your background, right? A little bit of kind of the good old phone selling 6-second increment long distance to the pathway through barter and through some of those things. Just, a few minutes of sharing with the audience kind of your background.
Well, I think my biggest thing in life that I've been in from day one, like even when I was 19 years old, is I've always had that entrepreneurial bug in me. I think entrepreneurs have a DNA that's different than other people. They're risk takers. They're fearless. They literally go for CEO almost every single time. And I've been probably, I can't even remember the last time I got a paycheck from a job. Literally, I can't. Probably when I was maybe 18, working in a pizza shop making boxes for a guy, but when I was, 18, I got a job in the commodity industry, and that was a 1099 job. And literally, I've had the entrepreneurial spirit my whole life. Invested in over 120 companies, many of them in the crypto space. Now, over the last 231 days, my team and I have built the first ever paid text community platform. And it's kind of interesting because being an entrepreneur, you have to solve problems to build companies. People always ask me, well, I'm always thinking about building a company. How could I do it? How do I do it? And I said, well, listen, the first thing you have to do is you have to solve somebody's problem. You have to solve other people's problem. And if it's a problem that you solve for enough people, then your company will be successful. And if it's not, then your company's probably going to fail or pivot or change. And what we've done is literally we've changed the entire game. We've literally taken old technology and made it hip, cool, and fun. We've taken texting and literally giving it a brand new look and feel. And what people don't realize is while texting is literally on every single phone, you don't have to create a mobile app for people to use our platform. Our platform is one-to-one, peer-to-peer, person-to-person. When you send me a text, that's coming directly to me. I don't have to go to an app to open it. My phone blows up and says, John wants to know ABC, or John wants to tell you ABC, whatever. And that information, 95% of the time, text messages are opened and read in the first 3 minutes. You can't get that kind of engagement anywhere else in the world when you want to connect to a community or an audience. And when we started scaling that technology, we started realizing we were onto something that was truly a game changer, because we were talking to celebrities of a massive magnitude, people like Tom Brady and his team, people like President Donald Trump and his team, people like rock stars, models, people that have millions of followers. And they weren't telling us to go pound sand. They were telling us, wow, this is amazing technology. How do I become part of the platform? How do I become one of the first to use this? How do I become one of the first people to create a paid text community so that my audience can have a closer relationship to me, the celebrity, the athlete, the individual that they want to connect with?
I love it. I love it. Look, and it's an interesting time in life, right? I mean, as we've all become more driven to use technology. Obviously, we're using technology here through StreamYard to go to 3 different platforms. And we're on Facebook right now. So what's up, Facebook community? What's up, LinkedIn community? What's up, YouTube community? I mean, it's amazing what you can do with technology. But also, what about the interconnectedness, right? I know that you did something over the last few years that really impacted the world, because I remember you flying out to Singapore and flying out to different areas with a dinner club. So tell them how that probably gave you the essence of how to then mix in FanPool.AI. If you don't mind going through the story of that, because I think that's an interesting story of the dinner club that you built, and then now maybe a year or two later, now you're creating this text community. And by the way, ladies and gentlemen, we are going to have a special announcement with a special code that you're going to be able to put into this promo, and you'll be joining the Go for CEO.
Wait a second, you got a Black Friday sale going on? Black Friday sale going on? Ding, 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 ding.
Ding, 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 ding. So we'll play some music later on. But tell them a little bit about the dinner club, because I think that is the framework of what, in my opinion, has led to FanPool.AI. You may challenge me on that since you're the founder, but I think it created such a great momentum in what you did in that space that now, if you think about it, this is the next antithesis of it. So tell us a little bit about that.
As an entrepreneur, you're first and foremost always a salesperson. And most salespeople don't lose sight of the fact that if you want to get to the right decision maker of a company, you have to get to the people at the very top. And those people, you can telemarket them, you can send them a mail, you can send them an email, you can prospect a million different ways. But the best way that I have found in my lifetime to literally get to the right people is to invite them to dinner. And I've thrown over 188 world-class dinners, and I've had over 5,000 people attend my dinners and sign up for my mailing list. And I've got literally some of the biggest names in the world that I've had a chance to sit down and host over dinners, where literally I put 180 people at a dinner in a room together, and something unique happens when you're having a dinner with somebody. Instead of trying to sell each other, or instead of having your phone out the whole time, most people, when they're at dinner, they put that fucking phone away. I hate when you're at a meeting or at an event, or imagine you spend money in your company and you spend money to talk on a stage. But if you really look out into the audience, nobody's listening to you. You paid 25 grand to talk on the stage at this conference, and you've got 90% of the audience looking at their phone, tweeting, Facebooking, Instagramming, texting, checking their emails, and they're literally not listening to you. Whereas you could spend the same amount of money, put 200 people in a room for dinner, and I promise you, you put food in front of somebody's mouth, they will eat. And when there's something in your mouth and somebody's talking, the only thing you can do is listen. And that's the key. Is I found a way to get less people together, but have higher quality connections. See, that's what it's all about in life, is people forget. It is about connections. It's about connecting with people. Like right now, I don't care if we're only being watched by 5 people. If those 5 people are connecting with this message, that's all that matters. And people forget, I've been called all around the world a master connector. And I take pride in that, because I literally have a Rolodex where I can text or introduce somebody within seconds on my phone at the very highest levels. Well, those connections are insanely valuable. And if you can literally make one connection, just one, I always tell people, come to my dinner. And if you make one great connection that levels up your life, levels up your business, levels up your marriage, whatever you're looking to level up, if all you do is make one connection, that's all you're looking for. I know so many people that go to these conferences and they come back with a stack of business cards. Those aren't connections. That's paper. You got a big pile of paper in your hand. You know that those people haven't figured it out yet. They're chasing paper. I'm chasing connections. And when I throw these dinner events, I started realizing people were making massive connections. I mean, I've had people do $30 million deals at my dinners, and I've watched the two parties connect and literally weeks later announce the deal happened. So as we started investing in FanPool.Ai, which was a domain we actually recently acquired for $25,000 through one of my connections, as we started investing in this new piece of AI, I started realizing, well, wait a second, what's the best way to promote it? And then I thought to myself, let's throw some dinners with some influencers and literally we can get their attention and talk to them about joining the platform. Well, that worked out well. And then I started realizing February, somewhere around the 4th to the 11th, the game is on the 11th, we've got the Super Bowl in Las Vegas. Every celebrity on the planet comes to Super Bowl week. Why? Because the most media exposure done every week of the year in the United States, there's 52 weeks, number one week every single year, hands down, is Super Bowl week. More media exposure for products, brands, and services are done that week than all 51 other weeks combined. That's impressive. So I said to myself, we're going to throw a dinner. Well, we've got a dinner on February 6th, and everyone started getting excited. We got about 40, 50, some of the biggest legends of the game, biggest legends of business. And then I had a partner reach out to me that owns a 40,000 square foot studio here in Vegas. And they started putting the pieces of the puzzle together. And the studio happens to own the largest LED digital video screen in the world, 130 feet wide, 20 feet high. If you can just imagine standing in front of that digital screen, if you're Tom Brady and you're showing a highlight reel of you coming back and winning the Super Bowl against Atlanta one year, that's an impressive optic. If you're John Andrade and you're getting 15 minutes in front of that screen and literally getting a chance to be interviewed and tell your story, that's an impressive once-in-a-lifetime optic. People will see that on social media. They will see that vision. They will see that optical presence, and they'll say, wow, he was in front of the world's largest digital video screen, LED screen in the world. That is an impressive optic. So then I started saying to myself, well, wait a second. What if we live streamed content? What kind of content do people need today more than ever before in their lives? And I started realizing they needed legends of the game, legends of the business world, legends to teach them about their mindset. Your mindset, it determines your entire future. If you're a child, you should be worried about your child's mindset every single day because their mindset will determine their future. Control your mind, control your future.
For sure. No, and that's such a pivotal change, right? So that you went from the dinner clubs and you're integrating the dinners as well, but now going to this new FanPool.Ai. And ladies and gentlemen, especially Go for CEO community, you see us right now on Facebook, on LinkedIn, on YouTube. All right, collaborate, right, and be able to connect. You know, just a couple days before. So yesterday was Thanksgiving, 2023 here, and you know, now we're at Black Friday. But the day before, I sit down, actually posted it on LinkedIn, did a quick video after a closing, $3.5 million closing of an acquisition of a business because I'm in the commercial lending space, and it was interesting, right? The number one thing that the gentleman that I helped and our team helped buy this company was what he talked about in the thanking me for the opportunity and for the lending portion of it was relationships, right? And he talked about how we were able to connect him to other areas of business so that when he takes over, it's no longer he's alone purchasing a business that, yeah, it's an ongoing business. It's already, you know, somewhat successful. He wants to take it to the next level with his group. But what he did say was because of the relationships, because of the connections, he is going to go and be able to make it to the next level. So truly a mindset. I actually got to introduce, that's such a great guy. He reminds me of a young Elon Musk because he's just 3 or 4 or 7 steps ahead I keep on joking with him that he's the newest Elon Musk. So, but Chris, so tell us a little bit how we can kind of get the things going, right? Obviously the Go for CEO brand, we're growing it, we're building it. You came to me with an idea. We've been friends for a long time, and I'm like, okay, that makes sense. There's content and there's opportunity to be able to have what I know in my 25, 30 years of business, from being an entrepreneur to being an intrapreneur. And there's things that I think that are super valuable, but sometimes I don't want to just give away for free, right? So when someone has skin in the game, someone is paying even $1. There's some Patreon people that are paying $1 a month, $5, $20, $100, whatever. It's amazing what happens is when you put a little bit of your own money from your own wallet into the game, how much more you listen to it as well. You talked about that $25,000 speaking engagement, and they were all looking at their phone, but when they're eating, it's a different connotation. So tell us what FanPool.ai will be able to bring to the Go for CEO community and to the other people that want to be able to build a brand and build a community on FanPool.ai.
So literally, you use the word community as we do ourselves a lot. And the easiest way to connect people and connect with them in real time. And that's what, people want things today in real time. They want it so fast. We live in in an age right now where information is consumed, and short form content is what people want very much. In fact, I just wrote a paper. I'll actually send you a link to it. Did you get a chance to read it? Short form content is king.
Not yet.
I'm going to send it to you. You can share it with everyone for free. And there's studies in that paper. It's 3 pages, easy, quick read. But it basically talks about how in today's society, people want to absorb short form content faster than ever before. And that's why TikTok is so powerful. That's why Instagram shorts are so powerful. That's why YouTube shorts are so powerful, because in a matter of 30 seconds, people can absorb your message. Well, what's the greatest short form content platform in the world today that everyone knows how to use? I don't care if you're 5 years old or 85 years old. Everyone knows how to use this short form content platform. Text messaging. And every phone on the planet has it. Doesn't matter if it's an Android, iPhone, it could be an old flip phone, Motorola phone, something that's antiquated. Every phone on the planet can text message, receive and send. And so what we did was we built the first ever paid text community platform where people can pay you to be part of your inner circle, to be part of your community, to be accessible to your information in real time. And that's really what it's all about. Short form content in real time. And that's what we've built. And the beauty of this platform is, for the first time ever, you can say to people, hey, I want you 1,000 people to join my community. It's going to cost X amount of dollars a month, whatever you decide to make it. Let's say, for example, $100 a month. No big deal, $100. And I'm going to share your story. I'm going to share your connection with my community via text message. Well, guess what? If I'm a salesperson looking for introductions, if I'm looking for connections, and I get a text message once a day, once every couple of days, once a week, whatever, and I get introduced to somebody you just met that's a CEO or just bought a company or a high-level contact, I'm part of what's now a community of high-level individuals. That, to me, is saving me time for that introduction, that time for that connection. And guess what? For that $100 a month, $3 a day, less than a cup of Starbucks coffee. By the way, that stuff is shit. It's packed with sugar. Do not fucking drink it. It's the worst spending of your money in your entire life. This podcast is not sponsored by Starbucks, by the way.
And we don't endorse the claims that you said. But all right, no, but hey, hey, look, I think you're hitting on some great points, right? Bottom line is, nowadays, yes, people want that kind of instant gratification. It's been probably 20 years in the making, right? From maybe 35 years when the microwave was made to be able to, with technology.
Actually, think about that. The microwave. What did the microwave really do for people? It made their food faster.
For sure. Yeah.
I mean,
it's so funny. It's funny. We just ate some leftovers from yesterday, Thanksgiving, and our microwave actually went down about a month or so, and we haven't replaced it. And it's so funny because now we have an air fryer that can, heat things quickly. but it's not a microwave in a sense, right? So then I had 4 pots going on at the same time, reheating the sweet potatoes, reheating the mashed potatoes, reheating the stuffing, reheating the turkey. So it was pretty incredible. So and that's what you learn, right? I mean, obviously I'm 47. I went through that generation of getting to learn the microwave, and then growing up into the internet and all the things that we've been able to do over the last few years. So look, I mean, I think it's really cool, what you're bringing to the table. It's pretty neat to see kind of how it's going to develop over the next few years and what you're doing. Let's talk a little bit about Legends Live. It's a big deal. You're getting really NFL legends to be able to be on this broadcast.
Well, actually, we have some legends of the game. Period. Well, Wayne Gretzky's been invited. Mario Lemieux's been invited. So it's legends of the game. People that have achieved championship status, people that have achieved legendary status. And it can even be in business too. At $10,000 a ticket, the 400 business leaders that are going to be in the crowd at that studio, those are unbelievable connections, because what you're now doing is you're raising your level of game, where you can be in a room with people that obviously have discretionary income to spend $10,000 to spend a day with some of the legends of the game. But guess what? That's the cost of opportunity. When you think to yourself, how many chances am I going to have to get in a room with 40 legends of the game who happen to be in Vegas at the same week because it's kicking off Super Bowl week? And by the way, we're kicking off Super Bowl week with a live stream on Sunday from 5 to 9 on February 4th. Guess what? 5 to 9 on Sunday evenings is the #1 time slot in the world to absorb content, to absorb video content. And we have some amazing streaming partners who will reach millions of viewers with amazing content from these legends. And they're going to all talk about one thing. They're going to talk about their mindset. How did they get to where they're at? And what were they thinking on a daily basis? What did they think about when they faced their challenges, their greatest challenges? What did they think about when they were in the at the point of victory? How did victory affect them in their mindset? And it's funny, you're going to learn from a lot of these guys that winning was expected. They believed that they were a champion before they became a champion. And that's something that I want to share with the world. That's the kind of content we need more of. We need content out there for 4 hours that kids can absorb or adults can absorb, and it will literally change their life for the better. We live in a world today where content is god awful garbage. The stuff that people are consuming is not helping them level up their life. It's helping dumb them down.
Mm-hmm. No, yeah. I mean, well, that's part of the thing with TikTok, right? Is the creators of TikTok have an algorithm that can really pollute your mind pretty quickly. So we won't get into totally all that. But hey, look.
By the way, this podcast is not sponsored by TikTok and probably won't be in the future.
It will never be. No, hey, we'll always choose America first, right? It's one of the guys I'm wearing here. If you see Valuetainment, the future looks bright. They don't sponsor us here. Neither of these guys sponsors, but I value great brands and I value great relationships. And that's one of the reasons that we are having Chris Champion on today from FanPool.Ai. He's the founder with a great team, and also Legends Live coming up in Super Bowl week coming up 2020.
By the way, John, when we talk about this event on February 4th, Legends Live, by the way, killer logo, you got to admit, it's the Angry Goat.
Yeah.
Blarney Stone was all excited about the Angry Goat. If you think about this, we're literally getting some of the greatest people in the history of the game inside of a 40,000 square foot studio. It's 2 levels. And we start the day off from noon to 3 with a world-class brunch upstairs. Imagine sitting down and having brunch and seeing some of the legends of the game walking around the studio, getting prepped for their interviews on the live main stage. And by the way, for the record, the live main stage has an 8-person, for lack of a better word, sports center-like desk at it, and it's in front of the largest LED digital screen in the world. We're going to show some optics. We're going to show some video content on the back screen from some of these players' greatest moments in history, and we're going to hear from them directly what their mindset was leading up to that moment, how it was during that moment, and how it changed their life after that moment. And I'm telling you, to get access to those thoughts, to get access to that information is going to level up people's lives. You're going to see kids that literally absorb this content, and they're going to understand that in order for their life to be a masterpiece, in order for their life to be championship status, they have to think like a legend. They have to become a legend in their mind first.
100%. If you're not sold, I love T.O., even though he gets, ridiculed sometimes, Terrell Owens. He talks about, I love me some me. You got to be able to love yourself first, have the mindset that you will be a winner no matter what, and then go through the minutia, right? Because there's going to be enough haters or people that sometimes they don't even hate you. They just want to keep you subconsciously around their level instead of letting you go up another level. So awesome. Well, hey, look, I know that we only had about a half an hour here. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for being a part of this live stream. And if you're listening to us afterwards, make sure to subscribe to my YouTube channel, Go for the number 4 CEO. We're talking all about being driven by mindset, which is my slogan, driven by mindset. And then also Facebook, LinkedIn Live, streaming today. Great stuff. Make sure you subscribe, you follow, you like, you share this broadcast. And now for the special announcement, we've got a special announcement for Go for CEO community. All right, we're going to do a cool program here for Black Friday. It is with FanPool.Ai. We are starting our own community with Go for CEO, and we're going to use the word bomb, right? As you can see.
Nope. Check your phone. We're definitely not doing that.
No, we're not using that. All right.
No. Remember, when you stream content over a streaming network,
that's true.
They get a little nervous when you do crazy shit.
It's an acronym. It's an acronym. John the Bomb. Building others means business.
I get that. We have a president in the White House that's currently trying to push for World War III. Let's stay away from the word bomb and nuclear.
All right. Hey, I've been trumped by the founder. It's all good. So Andrade, Andrade. Now, what do they have to do? Do they have to text the community? How do they?
No, the beauty is they can go to legendsliveppv.com and they can order the pay-per-view. And in there, when you order the pay-per-view, you can order it. It's $9.99 with the promo code ANDRADE. And the beauty is it's $19.99 even without it. But for the price of less than a cheeseburger and fries, they're going to be able to order the content. But we're also giving away over 100 prizes that are going to be given away for the first time ever. Our platform, for the first time ever this year at halftime of the Super Bowl, people are going to get a text message on their phone if they order the pay-per-view or if they are using our platform as a consumer, as a subscriber. They're going to get a text message that says, "You're a winner." You, 'RE, a winner, if they've won a prize. And we're giving away over 100 hockey jerseys with the Legends Live logo. We're giving away a brand new Buick and Vista. We're giving away cars. We're giving away a ton of stuff at halftime of the Super Bowl. Our platform is the first platform ever that's going to be used at halftime of the Super Bowl to give away prizes to people via text message. Now, if you think about that for a second, a lot of people go do something during Super Bowl. They go watch the game at a friend's house. They go to a bar. They come to Vegas, whatever. Imagine getting a text message saying you won a prize, whatever the prize is. It doesn't matter what it is. That's going to light you up in the middle of a room full of people that either know you or that are hanging around with you. And that's a social moment. That is a uplifting moment. We're going to do that on a massive scale for the first time ever at halftime of the Super Bowl in 2024. It's never been done before.
I love it. So, hey, look, ladies and gentlemen, put in the word Andrade, ANDRADE, to Legends Live. It was Legends Live PPP?
Yep, legendsliveppv.com. You click on the link in the below. It's great content for your children. It's great content. In fact, to be honest with you, if you've got that brain fog and you're like, oh my God, what do I get my Uncle Pete for Christmas? Or what do I get my nephew Joey for Christmas? Or what do I get my daughter's friend for Christmas? For $10, you can literally give these people content to something that they're going to get a chance to watch live, 4 hours of mindset content from the greatest legends of the game. But guess what? They also have a chance to win a prize. They also have a chance to get a text message and say, hey, you're a winner. You're a winner. You won something. And whether it's a jersey or a brand new car, I mean, must be 21 to participate. But yeah, I mean, there's going to be a lot of fun with this project. I think delivering mindset content in 2024 is going to be one of the most important things, because people are going to literally have to learn how to deal with struggles. They're going to have to learn how to deal with challenges, and they're going to have to learn from the greatest people of all time who have literally lived a legendary life, that have literally won championships at very high levels. And if you can teach people those mindset tricks, if you can teach people those tools that they need to get through life's little problems and challenges, you can level up people's lives for 2024 and beyond.
I love it. Well, you hear the music in the background. That means we're winding down here, ladies and gentlemen. So let's, hey, by the way, Chris Champion does have some old DJ backgrounds. Well, we won't talk about where. So I picked up on some of those DJ voices, right? But hey, here's a little music to kind of bring us in. Thank you so much, Chris Champion, Legends Live, and FanPool.Ai. Put in Andrade at legendsliveppv.com. Let's go.
Thanks, John.